life looks different now. Softer, slower, deeper. I'm Kaylee, an artist, creative coach, and now a new mom to my sweet son, Credence. Come with me as I find my new rhythm, balancing baby life, book deadlines, and finding some breathing room. Welcome to a week in my life as a professional children's book illustrator, creative entrepreneur, and full-time mommy. Mondays are my reset days. I wake up with the sunrise every day. I ease into the week by planning it out, checking in on invoices, organizing upcoming client schedules for the week, responding to emails, DMs, and focusing on resetting my space in the studio. This process is slow but necessary to start my week off right. Because without making the time, we lose it. Over the past 7 weeks, I've been navigating finding my new mom workflow. And after a self-given 9-week maternity leave, I have to say I've been feeling overstimulated and underproductive. The constant is the only part of being a new mom that's kind of hit me pretty hard. As someone who has worked for themselves for the past 11 years, I never truly realized how much peace and solitude I create on a daily basis in my own little world. Yet now I have been blessed with this built-in little buddy who is with me all day, and we are learning how to flow together. Another way I ground into my energy of the week is to go to yoga on Monday evening. I attend yoga typically 3 times a week. There's a quote I love: "You need yoga most when you don't have time for it." That really stuck with me. So I make the time to stay grounded, because when I feel balanced, my entire family feels that peace. In fact, while I have you here, let's take a deep breath together. In for a count of 4 and out for 8. I needed that, and maybe you did too. It's a part of my promise to myself and to Credence that balance will always be our foundation. Not just productivity, but presence. Not hustle, harmony. Tuesdays are all about my incredible clients. Currently, I'm working on an 8-book children's book collection that has taken up all of my focus and dedication. One of the tricky things about children's books is I typically can't show off and promote the process until after the final production, which is really hard because I'm always so excited, and these stories particularly are so incredible. I can't wait to share more soon. I also take on 2 coaching clients each month. Currently, I'm coaching an up-and-coming children's book illustrator who is preparing to launch her first book. And watching her confidence bloom reminds me of exactly why I do what I do. Some days, he's happy to just sit beside me or on me while I work. Other days, I know he just needs me to be his mommy. And I pause everything to be fully present. I've learned that multitasking or task switching, especially in motherhood, is a complete illusion. So I finally took my own advice.
I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it.
Well, now I do. And it is far more productive than trying to juggle all the things at once. These days, my work blends between nap times and nursing sessions, and it's been a bit crazy. And you know what? That's okay. Wednesdays are my creative days, typically for personal work. Yet lately, I have been really needing to prioritize time for some clients, and I have been enjoying working on the illustrations for an 8-book children's book series. Every brushstroke is digitally rendered here in my home studio, often with Credence in one arm and my Wacom pencil in the other. My mom, who we so lovingly named Elder Graham, comes by twice a week to help babysit. She's incredible, and being an artist herself all her life, she understands that beautiful calling of wanting to work because you love what you do, all while also being a caring mother. I've learned that motherhood doesn't pause creativity, it deepens it. Every part of this week, every moment with Credence, every brushstroke, and every breakthrough with a client, it all aligns with this life that I've been building. Intentional, artistic, and full of heart. Thursdays are for social media content. It's hard to say this because nearly every piece of my life feels like content, but I use this time to film specific things that need that designated creative time because honestly, building social media content takes a lot of time. And so I use that time to build out about 2 weeks prior. It doesn't always line up like that though. My why is my main motivator. I have always wanted to do what I do, so I want to showcase that it is possible to follow your dreams. I love showing what it looks like to build a creative life because there's always value in being seen and in showing others that creativity can grow. Perhaps, contrary to popular belief, even more abundant alongside motherhood. You know, all of this, creating, slowing down, reconnecting, didn't come easily at first. It started with healing old creative wounds from childhood and choosing to remember who I was before the world told me who to be. If you've ever felt disconnected from your creativity, like it's buried under adult responsibilities, I made something just for you. My free nostalgic childhood healing guide walks you through your 7 areas of life balance to help you reconnect with your inner creative child. You can download it for free today using the link in the description below. Fridays are for me. A long shower, sunshine, a smoothie, iced chai tea. Hey, vacuuming the whole house finally? Eldergram comes over on Fridays too, but not for babysitting this time. On Fridays, we skip work altogether and just swim. I treasure that flexibility with what I do beyond what I can even explain. I finally went back to aqua yoga because I've been training this little guy to love the water. And wow, let me tell you, aqua yoga is now a part of our weekly routine. For sure. Weekends are sacred in our home. They're all about my wife, Credence, our little family, and setting intentions for the week ahead. Each weekend has its own theme. A financial self-care weekend. This is where we usually check in on bills, budget, and communicate clearly. Then a family or friends weekend, usually filled with dinners, movies, meaningful conversation, reconnecting with other people around us that matter the most. A wellness weekend for haircuts, dog baths, cleaning, a little home spa ritual time, anything that will make us feel refreshed. And one us weekend dedicated to joy, a beach day, a picnic, a sunset, whatever our hearts feel like we really need in the moment to feel like us again. Each month we typically rotate these weekends designated around so that we can feel whole each month. Lately, we've been soaking up something really special. The Sanibel Causeway reopened after being devastated by Hurricane Ian in 2022. Our toes in the sand, salty breeze, and moments like that feel like complete magic to have back once again. We've gone 2 weekends in a row, and returning felt so healing. I remember spending so much of my childhood on this little slice of paradise, so giving those moments to our son now, priceless. My wife and I celebrated Mother's Day for what we consider our second time, because last year we actually found out I was pregnant on Mother's Day, so this year was life-changing in a whole new way. My nanny could not be more thrilled to finally be a great-grandmother. We refer to her as Great Nanny, and my mom has fully embraced her title as Elder Gram. She's so happy. It still feels surreal, 4 generations all in one room. Watching them hold credence, it's a joy that's hard to put into words. Evenings are our exhale. We take stroller walks at sunrise and sunset nearly daily, and seeing the sunrise and sunset is a must in our house. Our circadian rhythm is a healing tool that is often taken for granted by most. All of the rituals that make up my week remind me that balance isn't a goal, it's a rhythm. I plan to teach my son what I teach my coaching clients. Slow living is powerful. Schedule fun before work, because when you make time, you own it. My week isn't perfect, but deeply present, centered in everything that matters to me and the gentle rhythm that makes me feel alive. And if you're craving a deeper connection to your creative spirit, download my free Nostalgic Childhood Healing PDF today to begin your own journey of slowing down, healing, and finding your own sense of creativity and creating that space again. Because your youthful creativity isn't lost, it's just waiting for you to remember it. Thank you so much for being here. If this video spoke to you, please like, subscribe, and share your favorite moment in the comments. I'd love to know what resonated with you most. Until next time, remember, your inner child is cheering you on, and so am I. Creatively kind, Kaylee Castle.